species survive. Look to your right, that's an important pathway right to the left of our little panda girl over there. That will take you to absolutely ace, gorilla tropics, and wings of Australasia. You'll see orangutans, gorillas, bonobos, and beautiful birds down that way. Coming up also on your right is our Caribbean Flamingo Lagoon, home of the largest and most colorful of Caribbean flamingos. And behind that, our newest habitat, Monkey Trails, a must-see for everyone at the zoo today. Now inside Monkey Trails, we have a fine dining restaurant, sit-down service called Albert's. Straight ahead to your left is lots of stuff to see. We have Reptile Mesa, where we'll see the Galapagos tortoise, the endangered Caribbean iguana, and lots of cool snakes. Now, we also have a program called Head Start here, where we breed and raise iguanas for release in the wild. Straight ahead as well is Wegaforth Bowl for sea lion shows, Sky Safari East, and the Children's Petting Zoo for some hands-on fun. One of the shows that's really cool here at the zoo, it's a bug show called Dr. Zoolittle, and it is right next to the Children's Petting Zoo, different times during the day. I strongly recommend it, especially if you've never eaten a bug or pet a millipede. Gotta check that out. Want to keep you safe on our tour today, keeping those arms and legs and children inside the bus. Now, it's okay to stand up, but hold on to something solid, not your neighbor's hair, and please no standing on the benches. Are very well adapted to the Arctic regions with black skin and tubular hair, all ways to keep them warm. Now you definitely have to come back and see them blowing bubbles underwater, making faces, diving. And they do that most of the day until it gets a little bit late afternoon, then they tend to take naps. But they do go in and out of the water all during the day. Two easy ways to get back to the plunge. One is you can take an express bus and get off at stop 3, which is just up ahead. Or you can take the Sky Safari ride, the tram ride, and that'll also drop you off just up ahead. Either way, it is two easy ways to easy downhill walk from both those areas. Look to your right, you'll see the Calamian deer in the back there, found in only one part of the world, the Philippines. And again, on your right, we have the blue diker and the red diker antelope. These are very tiny antelopes, already full-grown. The Chicoan peccary are an Ice Age relic. These pig-like animals from South America were thought to be extinct until rediscovered in 1974. Dad's name is Gregory Peccary. Here on your left is Sky Safari. There you'll get a bird's eye view of the entire zoo, bits of Balboa Park in downtown San Diego.
Oh, cool.
If you purchase the best value ticket, you have unlimited rides on our Sky Safari. If you're a zoo member, it is free. Otherwise, it's $3 each way. But it's a great way to get from the back of the zoo where we are now to the front plaza area by reptiles or to back. So you can come that way to come to see our reptiles. From reptiles over here to polar bears. On your right is the takin, an animal from central China. Now the takin are from the same part of the world that panda come from, and because of the strong conservation efforts made towards the panda, we have nicknamed these guys the umbrella species, falling right under the protection of the panda, our flagship species. They are found in the dense bamboo forest, but often travel upward to high altitudes where it's very cold, and that's why they have those woolly coats. They also have an interesting breathing situation where the space between from their nostrils to their lungs is kind of a long way to go. So it basically warms the air before it gets to their lungs. We do have two little baby takin in that enclosure. Here on your left is express stop number 3, right next to where these folks are sitting. I'm not an express bus. They have green signs. I'll be by in just a moment. Those benches are made of 100% recycled material. We encourage everyone to recycle, not only here at the zoo, but at home, because 70% of our animals come from the tropics. And that's the best way you can do your part to keep them around a long time. The Summering Gazelle from Ethiopia. They share their enclosure with these really cool birds called the marabou stork. They are a vulture-like bird. Here's one right under the branch. I don't even know what that is. Well, he's standing right there. They are a vulture-like bird that makes them scavengers. Those bald heads help keep bacteria off their bodies when eating remnants of other animals' leftover food. Just another way Mother Nature gives them just what they need. Really cool looking birds. They're found in the swamps and plains of Africa. All the way back down the back of their legs. If you look at other zebra, they don't have that. Now every striping pattern is distinct, just like fingerprints. And guess what scientific researchers use to identify them in the wild? Yes, their rear ends. No two zebra rear end is alike. Just like we have fingerprints, they have a distinct striping pattern. Now in the wild, they stay in herds of about 8 to 14 equids. And from a distance, way afar, they all stay together. It kind of looks camouflaged like a giant rock. Speaking of camouflage, I want you to look really carefully on your left-hand side, way in the back, and see if you can spot the lesser kudu. Both male and female have white vertical stripes, and what that does is helps breaks up their color in the wild to keep them a little safer from predators. Let's play some I Spy on your right. I spy a really cool bird in there called the secretary bird. Secretary bird has long feathers on the back of its head, and it's named after the quill pens we used in the 19th century. They used to put them behind their ears, which we still do today, and that's how this bird got its name. In the wild, this bird likes to eat snakes. Even very large snakes have very strong claws and feet. I hate to say it, but it kind of pounces on the snake till it dies. Yeah, very strong. But there's a giraffe feeding today, folks, from 5 to 6 o'clock. You're a little early there, Nikki. Nikki is our male. He's a little small. He's 9 years old. Small for a male. He was malnourished when we got him, but you know what? He's doing just great, and good things come in small packages. Now, the cost to feed the giraffe is $5. Great for Southern California gardens. They don't grow very tall. They're evergreen. And they just keep getting fatter and fatter on their trunks, and also drought tolerant, which is very important for San Diego. I keep watching my tree get fatter and fatter. On your right are the sable antelope. They are sexually dimorphic animals, and that means simply that you can tell male from female just by looking at them. The male is much darker than the female, so I'm sure you could probably spot him in there. There he is on the right-hand side. Do you think they have horns or antlers, if you were to guess? Horns is right. Horns on a daily basis, they're fed about 20,000 calories, which would be the same as you or me eating 38 banana splits. They're often confused with the grizzly because they look so much alike. They both have that hump between the back of their shoulder blades, and both come from North America. Take a look at our spotted-necked otter on the beach there. Now they have white spots under their neck. That's how they get their name, but he is sure a cute little guy.
Done.
Here at the zoo, we have only 2 lionesses. Right now, we have a brand new exhibit called Lion Camp at the Wild Animal Park. And that's where we have the majority of all our lions. These 2 girls are Transvaal lionesses. They are sisters. Been together for a long time. Now, lions are among the few cats that live in groups called prides. A pride is made up of various females and 2 dominant males. The females, you're right, they stare at each other. This is Tembo. She is an African female. She has tufts and larger ears than the Asian, and she weighs over 9,500 pounds. Elephants are the largest land mammals in Africa. Now, some of you might remember a show a long time ago called Born Free. Tembo was on that show quite a long time ago. She's kind of a retired TV star. We have 2 other Asian elephants, Debbie and Smitty. The oldest is Smitty, has the long tail, and Debbie has a little tiny curved tail that looks like a C that she was born with. And we think it's kind of cute. Debbie weighs about 7,000 pounds, and Smitty weighs about 8,000. So Timbo at Animal Park recently, which is always good news for these endangered species. Some more good news is happened in Cincinnati. For 100 years, they were having no luck reproducing their Sumatran rhinos. Until we began sending ficus, 3 tons of ficus leaves and branches over there because of our browse program. In 2001, they had a birth after 100 years, and another in 2004.
This snake is dead. Look at him going. He's trying to climb.
But he can't.
Getting confused. Want me to move it up?
Whoa. Whoa.
Look down now, man. Look down.
3, 2, 1, fly!
Here they come. Here they come.